And so he could easily, well, he will get ahead on the mineral count quite severely.
I have to say, he did slightly over-drone, but it seems that he's sending most of those drones just to the middle of the map to make spines.
Yeah, that's a lot of spine crawlers.
Yeah, it is. And that's a lot of mutalisks. 28. 28 mutalisks kill buildings and supply depots very far.
So, EgIdrA does actually have a ghost out. No nuke as of yet, but we could be seeing nukes later.
Yes.
Yeah. EgIdrA has no detection at the moment, so...
If you look at his third, that is a lot of missile turrets.
Yeah, he's obviously expecting to get attacked.
If,
it seems he might be right, as EgIdRA's mutants take out the rocks.
Yeah, if EgIdRA flies through that unsuspectingly and then just turns around to look, he could have a lot of dead mutalisks.
I would say at EgIdRA's third, that's probably oversaturation. That is a lot, and a lot of SCVs there.
Yeah, it is, and a mule.
Well over 30.
I don't think that EgIdRA can really expand safely again.
So the Zerglings just got melted there by the army of Heliums.
Yeah, they did. And
EgIdRA might think about healing those siege tanks, but he doesn't seem too bothered about that at the moment, as the mutas harass the back of his base.
Yep. But if you look at the map, I mean, I know these mutalisks rampaging through his base, but I'm sure he has enough missile turrets to defend this, at least until the force get there. He only has 7 workers mining.
He should really draw drones from his third and put them back on his second. Maybe he just took too many when he changed base.
Or maybe he thought he'd get harassed, so moved to the place with infinite numbers of missile turrets.
Yeah. So the ghosts, there is cloaking being researched, so I think we might definitely just see drone harassment, sniping out drones, or I think most probably we'll see nukes as he builds more ghosts.
Yeah. I honestly think if EgIdRA went in with a good magic box and possibly a bailing buff, he could win outright here.
Yeah, that is a lot, and a lot of mutas. That is... that's about 54 mutas or so.
Really? Yeah. 44, I think?
Yeah.
And even if he loses, he's going to, with that 3,000 minerals, he'll be able to remass an army and just rely on these, that's a lot of spine crawlers to defend.
Yeah, if you look at resources, you can easily see the gap spreading between EgIdRA and EgIdRA.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that EgIdRA's macro is good, but I just don't think he has enough minerals to show off his macro right now.
Yeah. He has got a base. He has got an orbital command sitting in his snap. But I think he's just too scared to expand right now, as the Zerg force is very strong.
Yeah, I think he's worried about getting caught off guard by a Ling-Muta Baneling army, which... Yeah. But what he doesn't seem to realize is that EgIdRA is going pure mutalist, and with a couple of corruptors thrown in.
And EgIdRA has so many spine crawlers to defend.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 29 spine crawlers.
Yeah, that is a lot of spine crawlers.
And he has got corruptors, so, they're turning into broodlords. So, this could seriously affect the Terran player. Although Terran is now... has 4 nukes on the way out.
4 nukes.
So I think EgIdRA could easily bring himself back into the game if these nukes were effective.
If they were, but the chances of getting a nuke against EgIdRA...
Yeah, I know.
After his somewhat embarrassing defeat to the Hut with the hallucinated void rays, I'm sure he looks out for things like that nowadays.
Yeah. Almost in response to the amount of spine crawlers EgIdRA has, on the other side are a lot of missile turrets going down. So this does seem to be going on into a long game. I don't know what the end game finale will be.
That is a lot of force, though. They could easily kill all of those mutalisks if they just clump up for a half a second.
Although the broodlord count is rapidly rising.
I think he's just
An
sacrificing...
infest account as well.
Yeah.
EgIdrA has enough money, basically, to do anything right now.
Yeah.
His whole army could die, and he could basically rebuild it instantly.
Although he doesn't really have enough gas to rebuild, he'd definitely be able to build a lot of zerglings.
Yeah.
Although still, that injecting isn't all that great. I can't comment myself, but a little bit too much energy saved up on that Queen of the Rich there, and again at the map.
He has expanded again. Have you seen the amount of lava he has? Wow.
Yeah, he has lava
And
saved
here
up
comes
everywhere.
the nuke. The nuke is in the middle, the infestors. Yeah, the Mutalisk army is being destroyed by the amount of missile turrets, although they are taking out that Thor. Oh, but the whole of EgIdRA's army just got nuked.
Wow. I seem to be a couple of seconds behind on game time, so I'm just gonna... Is that the whole of EgIdRA's army just gone?
Nearly. I mean, the other half of EgIdRA's army is being nuked currently, but he seems to have seen the red dot and has pulled out. And now the overseer has come in. So, Avilo retreats with his ghost further into EgIdRA's base. And he's trying to nuke the overlords. Oh, he's just wasted 2 nukes in a row.
But nukes aren't really that expensive. They cost 100 of each, 100 minerals, 100 gas. So it's not that bad. But then if you don't...
Okay, he just prevented EgIdRA from gathering, harvesting. It's one of his expansions with that nuke, and he seems to be re-nuking it again. So he's going to try and take out this top right expansion of EgIdRA's.
Oh yeah, he's nuking that. Oh, and he calls the drones.
He's going to need, I reckon he'll need 2 more. But he's definitely denying harvesting up there.
Yeah, he just keeps nuking that.
There's another one. But the Broodlords are on their way.
Yeah, they are.
He is constantly rebuilding these nukes, though.
Yeah, he is.
4 being produced, and more Ghost Academies. Yeah, there we go, he sniped it.
That is
there goes the expansion.
That's a lot of Broodlords, and Broodlords do very well against Thors. Less well, however, against Mass Nuke, and also all of those snipes for the energy he's got saved up.
I'm not quite sure by this command center that just seems to be sitting in the middle of the map. Oh, here we go. So he has double expanded, Avilo, which he did need to do to bring himself back into this game, really.
Yeah, he did.
But I think with those nukes, he has basically brought himself back in. He's actually ahead on the supply count.
In fairness, EgIdRA does have 22 Broodlords.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why Avilo is just nuking where there is nothing. I mean, right in the middle of the map.
He's almost killed this, the 5th as well with nukes.
Yeah. Except the problem is, EgIdRA just has so much money. He's already taken back the top right expansion. If he wants to do some serious damage, he needs to take out drones or EgIdRA's army, really. Because he's constantly nuking the expansions. It'll deny harvesting, but in the end, EgIdRA will just harvest off the other places. So, although it's serious harassment in the middle.
There's a lot of nukes going down, but EgIdRA's just running away.
I mean, 8 more nukes coming out. Oh, and there we go. EgIdRA just left the game. Yeah, I mean, what happens there?
Wait, why did he leave the game?
I think he was just getting nuked so frequently that he just, I don't know, was fed up. I mean, that was a serious rage quit.
He didn't even die. He just left the game.
His entire army was still at 200. I think he could have won there, but maybe because he kept on trying to advance with those Broodlords. I'm watching the replay now. He kept on trying to advance with the Broodlords, and he had to keep on retreating from attacking because of the amount of nukes just going off in the middle.
Yeah, that was odd, because he could have easily just gone for his lane, but
Yeah.
I guess he decided that he didn't want to waste time on people who play with imbalanced races. Because they can just nuke you until you give up. Well,
yeah. So he was just being denied from attacking.
Yeah.
All around Vito's army. I mean, what I don't understand is that he could have just marched into the main of Vito, because all the ghosts were positioned in the middle of the map.
Yeah, they were. There were a lot of missile turrets everywhere, but
Broodlords can deal with them.
That's true, but it would have taken him a long time to get up there, and then he'd be at risk of getting nuked. But he could have just sacked his entire army.
He had so many overseers, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
he should have just sacked his entire army and gone mass failing.
Yeah. Anyway, that was very nice play by Vilo.
Yes, it was. And thank you for watching.
Yep.
And
see you next time.
We'll be back next time.